Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Alva, and if you're not new here, then welcome back. I kind of feel like you kind of always have to do a disclaimer with these type of videos because you don't want anyone to get offended, like your subscribers, or you also don't want to like offend the brands or anyone who's like a big fan of the brand or the person behind the brand. 2017 was a year that a lot of makeup came out, like a lot of makeup came out, and as much as I feel like we all would like to try everything, I wasn't able to try everything. But I do here have a few products, and I'm also going to name a few products that I don't have with me in my hands. I'll insert photos of them that did not work out for me, or I purposely like passed on. This is sort of like an anti things I did not buy. Purposely passed on because they did not work out for me. Here is my worst makeup of 2017. Taurus fam. Okay, so starting off with something that I just really wanted to like, and I just didn't. It just did not work out for me, and I feel almost shitty because it's one of my favorite brands, a brand I've been using forever. It's the ColourPop concealers. I don't know why these just did not work out for me. I don't know what it is. They ended up drying really bad on my skin. They just ended up honestly looking pretty terrible on my skin. I tried to contour with these type of concealers, which I do from time to time. I do it pretty often actually, and it ended up being a hot mess. They're extremely pigmented, but not in the best way. More in a way that they're very difficult to blend, and you need a little bit of product. It goes a long way, but I'm someone that likes to build up my product, especially my concealer. So for me, these just did not work out. You could try them out for yourself, of course. I love that ColourPop is very affordable, so even when you're trying something out, it doesn't really hurt your pocket. Although I did get these sent to me in PR, still though they're affordable, they did not work out for me. So with that being said, this concealer was just a letdown for me, unfortunately. Another one of my letdowns is the Kylie Cosmetics highlighter. So if you guys, I would say if you guys have been following me, but I buy a lot of Kylie Cosmetics on this channel. I don't always review it because I kind of like to collect it. It's kind of weird, I know, but I like pretty much everything in her line. But these just, if you guys could see, I didn't open it. And the reason why I did not open it is because I have the other one that came out in one of her earlier lines, and I just hated it. Let me show you. So this is Santorini from, I want to say, her summer line. And as you guys can see, I really tried with these. I don't know if I'm just using them wrong, but they just kind of dissolve for me into like nothing. Did you guys see that? Like, it really doesn't do much, and I'm not someone who needs to be super glowing to the max. I didn't really do a lot of highlighter this year. I don't really go that crazy with my highlighter. I definitely wear it, I enjoy it, but I don't go that crazy with it. But this just really, like, it disappears. It disappears. This one did not work out for me. So when I ordered, I believe this was the Valentine's Day collection, it just came with the bundle, and I just put it in my top drawer because it looked pretty and told myself I'm gonna use it. And I never used it, and I just look at it and I'm like, if you're anything like the first one, I'm not gonna like you. But I do want to actually now take the time to actually put this in a giveaway. I was about to open it, but why am I gonna do that if I already know I don't like the formula? I honestly don't think it's going to change because it's the same product, different color. And the Kylie Cosmetics consistency within her products is very good. There's a lot of consistency with her products as far as formulation goes. So because it is still sealed, you guys will see this in the giveaway. But yeah, that was a letdown for me. But those highlighters are just not worth the money. They're very expensive. I want to say it's like, what, like almost maybe $15–16. To me, that's a pretty good price for a highlighter. You could get something else for that price, and that's why I haven't even bought those wet sets of hers, because I just wasn't convinced by these. Another highlighter that I have in here, which is I kind of feel really bad. There was a lot of highlighters for me. I feel bad mentioning this because I am a big fan of the brand, but I tried it and it doesn't work for me. This is the Jelly Beam by Farsali. feel really bad including this in this video, but you guys, it's just very expensive and I found it difficult to work with. It has that jelly consistency, and don't get me wrong, it's extremely pigmented and it's very pretty, but it has this color. When I put it on and I wore it the first time, I feel like I got away with it, but I don't think I would wear it all the time because I feel like it could look very ashy. And then I actually find this jelly consistency very messy. I'm like, it will 100% pour over. I just don't get it. I feel like it's a little gimmicky, and I think the outside packaging is beautiful. I think like this is very beautiful, and I have it on my top shelf because it's so beautiful to look at, to sit on like my vanity type of thing. It just did not work out for me. It's kind of messy. I can't really see myself practically using this like as I do my makeup in a hotel room or at home. It could get very messy quickly, and it's just like I don't find it to be that pretty of a color for something that you're gonna have to hassle with. I feel like the undertone of it is a little bit too silver and not enough gold, and then I feel like the price point on it is just not compensating for it. I do really like their unicorn primer drops. I do really like their 24K rose gold elixir. Those are all very nice. I use those quite often, so I think that's another reason why, because I am such a big fan of the brand, that I was expecting this to just be a little bit better, a little bit more gold, to be able to work on more skin tones. Another highlighter, oh my god, and I actually did a review swatches on this. I'm a big fan of this brand again. A lot of these things, you guys, are things that I got in PR. To be real with you guys, I'm not even gonna lie, it is one of my goals in 2018 to buy more makeup, because I just like got so filled with makeup that I was like, what do I even need to buy? Like, I bought a lot of foundations, but I want to start buying more like things that you guys want to see me try out that I don't get in PR. And I also want to start buying more drugstore, because I realized that I barely bought drugstore makeup in 2017, and I was like, I really need to step it up for my YouTube, for my subscribers. So this Huda Beauty Winter Highlighter Palette, honestly, all of the Huda Beauty highlighters, here's my problem with them. You just don't get around to using them, in my opinion, because as a palette together, they don't work. I would, for example, really love Northern Lights by itself. If it was in a pan by itself, I would probably use it more, because this is my favorite color out of the palette. If these colors were in another palette that was like a mystical palette, giving me Anastasia Beverly Hills Aurora, was that what it was called? Aurora Glow Kit type of vibe, I would dig that. I'd fuck with that, because then I would know when I'm gonna get that one, that I'm gonna get these mystical colors, which is the pink, the purple, and then this is a cream, which, to be real, I don't use creams a lot, and it's a pink cream at that. I don't use creams a lot because I am an oily person, and I like to think that a lot of people I watch, a lot of people in general, don't use cream highlighters as much as we use a powder one. So it was kind of annoying when I would need to like go into a palette just to get this one color. Therefore, as pretty as these were, and they are, and I love the packaging, and I love the I love a lot of Huda's products. I love her lip liners, I love her lashes, her foundation, so it's not against anything with the company. I mean, look how pretty, so much effort, and I just feel like it would be so much better if they just did separate highlighters. I feel like people would gravitate towards buying that, because one of these, I want to say, is like $50, $40 to $60. I know that's the price range that these sit at, and I just, although you do get 4 colors, I just don't gravitate towards using them all the time, not even in travel, because again, I would rather have like more gold shades, more regular highlighter, traditional highlighting colors, than like a purple and a pink to travel with. That's my dilemma with that, but I still keep them because, like I said, there's some in here that I would use very often, so I keep these palettes just for that one color. Now, this is a foundation slash BB cream kind of that I reviewed on here too, and I do like it. I just never use it, and I just don't see a lot of like makeup lovers really using it that often. Correct me if I'm wrong, but for me, I didn't use it a lot, therefore it is in here, and that is the Next to Nothing MAC. So I actually had a lot of high expectations. It did nice, so if you like don't wear makeup very often. But my thing with the Next to Nothing that I realized after this year is that you have to kind of put in as much work with something like this than if you were doing, you have to put in the same amount of work like a regular foundation. So my thing is, why am I gonna go light coverage, do the same amount of work, when I could just go medium coverage and do the same amount of work? You know, I feel like if you're gonna do something that's going to be like very light, it needs to work quicker, in my opinion. And although these do give you a very nice illuminating look, I just didn't find that I actually ever used it, because it's not something like boom 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 you could go. I actually think concealer would even be easier to just boom 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 you could go than something like this that you like pump out and then you put on your face. It just, I don't know, it didn't work out for me. These aren't products that I hate. I like to say that. They're just things that in my personal collection, I was just kind of like, this didn't really do much for me. Now this, I like, but I'm gonna get into why it's in here. This is Morphe 25A. Now, I love this range of colors here. I love brown, I love oranges, I live for golds and coppers. Who doesn't? These are the types of colors that look good on pretty much everybody, every single day. That is why they're so popular. But when are we putting a stop to it? Like, can we please stop? And the reason why I'm showing you guys a Morphe one is because I feel like Morphe, and look, I'm an affiliate with them, therefore I like them, or else I wouldn't be an affiliate with them. You know what I mean? I'm a fan of Morphe, I support Morphe. Don't feel bad like saying this or anything, because it's coming out of constructive criticism. Not even that, it's just coming out of my own little personal opinion that I guess we're all allowed to have, right? I feel like so many of the palettes are starting to look the same, and I'm just kind of like, when are we gonna stop? Like, so many of their palettes just look the same. There's like 4 variations of the 35O. 4, is that what it's even called? 35O? Like, this is something that drove me crazy. There's a 3502, which is probably my favorite 35O. There's the original 35O, there's a 35OM, there's a 35OS, and now there's like, they have palettes like this, which is great. This one's really pretty, don't get me wrong. But then they're coming out with another one called Oh Boy, that literally, yeah, oh boy, like when you guys see it. This is a 25D. When will it stop? That's all I have to say. Good quality shadows, very pretty. I guess they're offering a lot of different like options for people. I just don't think it's necessary. I think that they could come out with a lot of better palettes for, I mean, they're coming out with all of these. They could come out with something else. My opinion, my 2 cents, that's just kind of what I'm thinking. Okay, something else that just, I don't know, like I tried and I like it. It's just, when you compare it to the original shadows, I don't see it. The ColourPop Semi and Precious palette, a lot of the things that they came out with Sephora eyeshadow palettes, it was kind of hard for me to get behind, because they are pretty and they do work fine, right? Like, they work okay. But they're kind of, some of the colors, it's kind of like inconsistent in my opinion. When you, this one and the other palettes that they came out with, it's just kind of inconsistent. I don't know, it might just be me. I might just be doing something wrong. But some shimmers are really easy to work with, and then some are not as pigmented. And I'm kind of like OG ColourPop. Like, when they first came out, I started using them. Their Super Shock shadows are still like my favorite, and a lot of the older ones are still my favorite. So I feel like ColourPop has done a lot this year. A lot. They came out with the Karuchi collaboration, which was absolutely gorgeous, and I have it somewhere, and that was actually one of my favorite collaborations. Everything they do with Karen is gorgeous. Everything they do with Kathleen Lights is gorgeous. They have a lot of gorgeous stuff in their collection. I'm sure a lot of you guys would agree. I think I even have a full ColourPop makeup something on my channel that's pretty old. But some of the new palettes they were just coming out with were just not working for me, and I really, really wanted to make them work, and they just like were not budging and were not working with me, and kind of just very hard to work with. I don't know what it is. It's a little bit of inconsistency, I think. And that for me kind of like, for example, I'm gonna swatch this real quick right here. This is pretty, but if I was to compare it to the Super Shock, you guys will see the difference, and they are different things. I just wish they had a palette that was like this super shocked. The Kathleen one is probably the first one that I was like, oh, like this is good. Because this one, for example, this one doesn't even have any mattes in it. It's just all shimmers. But okay, I digress. I just think that ColourPop, as far as their own palettes go, without a collaboration on it, they could do a little bit better. Things that I did not purchase, I knew I didn't want to purchase. I think that were just flops, or I don't know where they're at. I don't have them anymore. The Kylie brushes, I think, was one of the biggest flops of 2017. I just can't get behind that price tag. Like I said, I buy a lot of her stuff. Like pretty much everything that I have that's Kylie Cosmetics, I have 100% purchased. I've only gotten PR from her one time. Not that I'm like asking for PR or anything like that, just saying I support her a lot with my bills, my dollar bills, my coins. And those brushes, I just couldn't get behind it. Like $300 and something. I almost felt like it was a slap to like everyone's face, because it's like saying, this is what I know I could get away with, so this is what I'm putting on this price tag. And it's a little ridiculous, because not even some of these big brands that have been established for years and years sell kits for that expensive. If not, even if it was matching her price tag, it's still like, okay, but this is MAC Cosmetics we're talking about, you know what I mean? So I just feel like I don't know who was behind that move, because I know sometimes she probably has advisors, business advisors, but like cool it down a bit. Maybe like 150 for those brushes. And then you see these like influencers open it, and it's like almost looking like a tin foil thing to put your brushes in. It was a flop. Oh, I'm sorry you guys, but the KKW Beauty, the ultralight beams, like, I don't know, not for me. I didn't buy anything KKW this year because none of it just looked like it was, in my opinion, kind of worth it. I do have her line with Kylie, which I love, like the lip color. I'm more willing to buy things like lip colors and eyeshadow palettes and things like foundations and contour sticks and highlighting palettes, because I feel like those, I'd rather just trust the things that I know 100% aren't gonna work than spend my money on something that has a celebrity name on it. And the packaging, like, it's pretty. I'm not really here for it. You don't, I mean, it comes in like a little plastic bag, not even Kylie Cosmetics. So, oh, this didn't work out for me. The chocolate Too Faced gold bar, I like put in a giveaway pile. I'm sorry, Too Faced, but this just did not work out for me. It like, I don't think that's gonna work on a lot of skin tones. A lot of unicorn things. Just stop it. The white chocolate palette with Too Faced, not here for it either. Is that an anti-haul, or is that straight up things that I just like think these are things that I dodged myself? The Natasha Denona, like $200 palettes, or $150, I don't even know, crazy expensive palettes, not here for it either. I'm looking here through my phone, and I'll just do an anti-haul later on. But these are things that I purposely dodged, or makeup that just did not work for me. Alright guys, so that was my worst makeup of 2017, or makeup didn't work out for me, 2017. If you guys like one of these products, please let me know down below, because I really like to hear like your guys' opinions, or things. I like to see things that I didn't like that people do like, because I like to kind of get that contrasting view. But yeah, I hope that you guys found this video interesting. I'm excited to see what 2018 has in store for makeup, because I just know it's gonna be like more. I'm predicting less orange palettes. I feel like companies are getting the hint that we're tired of them. And I am predicting more colorful palettes. We shall see. I'm predicting a lot of Fenty Beauty. I do think Kylie Jenner is going to continue dropping makeup. I think Kim Kardashian is going to drop a foundation eventually. And I think Tarte and Too Faced and brands like that are going to continue stepping it up. I think Anastasia is going to make a comeback. My predictions. So that is basically it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed and you would like to see a little bit more of me, then please subscribe and be a part of my YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys later. Bye.